mo ba
Uy,
pagkain?
gago.
Sorry, I'm broke. Hoy, wag ka nga, anis.
Ikaw ba nagre-record?
Ha? Ah. Ay, alam mo yung sa TikTok?
Talo ka?
Hmm?
Nangyari? Ano?
Wala na, alis na siya. Kailangan ng pagkain ito eh. Bye. Fur mom. I'm a fur mom. Tapos ang tatay si ano? Daniel
Ano?
Padilla. Adik sa'yo. Uy, ang lag, putang ina.
Naglalag.
Ingay. Madaming pusa dito eh. Ang ganda ng ano ni mama ng backyard niya.
Oo. Halika.
Daming
Ayan.
tanim.
Ayan ka nga. Ang ganda.
Daming mangga dito.
Saan?
Ano? Bulag ka. Mag-ano tayo, kuha tayo. Wala na, di na.
Mag-review ka na. Mas
Putang
nabubukas.
ingay. So, physics, it tells us how things work. Helps us understand the nature and the universe. It is derived from the Greek word phusike, which means nature and its study. So, si Isaac Newton, siya yung naggawa ng formula na F equals mass, force equals mass and acceleration. So, he made that formula to, bullshit ang ingat. He made that formula to help us understand how force is related to mass and acceleration. So, si Albert Einstein, he's referred to as the father of physics. He made the formula,
General.
ano yung E
E
equals
equals
mc squared to show the relation between mass and energy. Mass and energy, ah. Putang ina naman.
Ano yung C-squared, di ba ano? Light and vacuum.
Oo. Ano ulit yan?
C-squared.
Silver?
C-squared. Ano?
Silver?
C-squared.
Ah,
Light and
energy
vacuum.
equals help us understand the relationship. Help us understand. Wait lang, may help us understand force due to mass and acceleration.
Anong nangyari kanina? Pinuhok ka? Ilan? Oo. Isa? Or dalawa?
Energy and sensitivity. Relation between mass and energy. Ang iingay talaga, kaya nga ayaw ko ng bata. So, light, source of illumination. So, ang light, you light my world.
Tag.
Light is the source of illumination, whether it's an artificial one or a natural one. So, si Isaac Newton, sabi niya, light is a particle. Kasi, because of the free of sugars. Ang ingay naman, naiisip. So, si Isaac Newton, di ba ako nakaka-bother sa'yo? Pero mas nakakapag-concentrate ako pag may nanonood. O O may kasama
Oo.
kong mag-review.
Sige lang.
Ay, gago. Uy, alam mo yung rally ni Lenny sa Pasay? 400 plus K, no? Grabe.
400 plus K?
400, mag-half a million.
Kami.
Iba ka talaga, Lenny. So, si Isaac Newton,
Wow.
sabi niya, light is a particle. He said he thought that light is a particle because of the peripheral of vision. Peripheral of shadows. Peripheral of shadows. So, na si Kitty.
Ilan?
So, Isaac Newton thought that light is a particle because of the peripheral of the shadows. So, si Grimaldi and Huygens naman, sabi nila, light is a wave. Grimaldi and Huygens.
Light is a particle.
Hmm.
Light ba yun?
Oo, light. Sabi ni Grimaldi
yung-
naman at Huygens, light is a wave.
Yeah.
Kasi, wala lang. Flip lang nila. Napahirapan tayo. Grimaldi. Francesco Maria Grimaldi. Francesco Maria Grimaldi discovered the phenomenon of light diffraction.
Nakaisang hook pa naman, di ba?
Ha? Ano?
Wala.
Francesco Maria Grimaldi discovered the phenomenon of
Yung?
light diffraction.
Wala. Ayun o. Sa baba.
Resembles the behavior of waves. Hoy, napicturean mo ba ako? Pwedeng pa-send. Hehe.
Yung
Yun, yung picture.
picture. Sige, wait lang.
Ano ba phone gamit mo?
Yeah.
So, si Francisco Maria Grimaldi discovered the phenomenon of light diffraction, and he pointed out that it resembles the behavior of waves.
Di ko pa na-crop.
Oh, okay lang. Resembles the behavior of waves. Si Christian Huygens naman ay isang Dutch physicist. So, in 1678, he established the wave theory of light and announced the Huygens principle. So, in 1678, he established the wave theory of light and the Huygens principle. And announced the Huygens principle. So, sabi ni Huygens and Grimaldi, no, I object, Newton. Light is a wave. Sabi ni Francesco.
Light isa?
Ha?
Light isa?
Wave, sabi nila. Di ba sabi ni Newton, light is a particle? Sabi nila, light is a wave. Kasi, si Francesco Maria Grimaldi, sabi niya, light is a wave kasi he discovered the phenomenon of light diffraction. And he thought that it resembles the behavior of waves. Habang si Christian Huygens naman, he is a Dutch physicist. And in 1678, he established a light wave theory and later on announced the Huygens principle. Ano, kunik?
Di ba merong naka-discover na scientist na sinasabi niya na wave, light is a wave and
An electromagnetic wave.
Hindi. Wave and particle.
Oo, si Albert Einstein yun. Kasi yung light, wave and particle, tingnan mo. Light is also a wait lang. Light is also a particle, both a particle and a wave. Kasi, binibilieve niya na yung light particle, di ba? Tapos wave din. Kasi, di ba, light, may photon.
Oo.
Light, yung photon, yun yung light particle conceived by Einstein. Ang flow
Oo.
of photons is considered as wave. Kaya sabi niya light is both a particle and a wave.
Okay.
Gago, nakain ko yung mga balahibo ni Kitty.
Ayun.
Wala na, girlfriend material.
Gago.
Nailab ako sa sarili ko. So, yun. Francis Amaya Bernaldi. Fresnel and Young, sabi nila, light is unequivocally a wave. So, Constitution Fresnel, light is a wave. Sino po tayo bang Eh di sabi ni Grimaldi Sargents, di ba, light is a wave. May nag-agree sa kanila. Ang ingay naman. Fresnel and Young.
Kakahili.
Nag-agree sa kanila. Wait.
Ay.
Uy, po-profile ko to. Pangit. Piling ko pangit. Ito na lang.
Meron pa akong kuha.
Okay?
Wait lang. Yan. Ganda.
Wait. Pinipicturean ko reviewer para sa mga friends. Bait. Wow.
Yes, wow. Nice.
Fresnel and Young.
Kailang yan. Ano yung isa? Yes, wow.
Ingay.
Yes, me. Nice. Uy, oo, ano siya.
Wala, baka nasa loob si Kitty. Nagkakalkal ng pagkain.
Ano?
Nasa loob si Kitty, nagkakalkal. Tignan ko baka pagalitan kasi ako.
Okay. Saan? Batuin mo. Oo. Okay lang yan. Go me. Yes, girl. Ay, nurse. Something you there. Nice. Sakto po. Ay, wala ba? What? Boosh. Nice. Yeah. Naman yun. Yes, me. Lima. Okay.
Wala siya. Crystal Anyong, light is unequivocally a wave. So, sabi ni Augustine John Fresnel, light is a wave because it has an extremely short wavelength but has a mathematically proved like wavelength. So, yun na. Sabi ni Isaac Newton, light is a particle. Because the light is a particle because of the periphery of radiation.
Yes, me.
Huygens and Grimaldi naman, they said that light
Nice one.
light is a wave. So sabi ni Francesco Maria Grimaldi, he discovered the phenomenon light diffraction and thought that it resembles the same behavior as the waves. Well, Christian Huygens in 1678
I
developed
think
or
no, we.
discovered the wave theory of light and later on announced her discovery. So according to Young and Fresnel, Augustine John Fresnel said that light has an extremely short wavelength but has a mathematically proved light intensity. Next, James Clerk Maxwell. Sabi niya, light is a wave, an electromagnetic wave. He is a Scottish physicist and predicted the existence of electromagnetic wave. Out of his prediction came the concept of light being a wave, or more specifically, an electromagnetic wave. So si James Clerk Maxwell, he said that light is a wave, an electromagnetic wave. He is a Scottish physicist and he predicted the existence of electromagnetic wave. Out of his prediction came the concept of light being a wave, an electromagnetic wave. He is also known as the father of electromagnetic theory. So James Clerk Maxwell is a Scottish physicist. He predicted the existence of electromagnetic wave. Out of his prediction came out the concept of light being a wave, more specifically an electromagnetic wave. He is the father of electromagnetic theory. Albert Einstein said that light is also a particle. So your theory of light being a particle completely vanished after Einstein. With the end of 19th century, he got to rewrite it. So he said that light is both a particle and a wave because he believed that light is a particle, photon, and with the flow of photon comes the concept of wave. So Albert Einstein said that light is also a particle. He believed that light is both a particle and a wave because no, he said that light is both a particle and a wave and believed that light is
Wow.
a particle which is a particle, and then that light particle conceived by Einstein is called photon. And and the flow of photon comes the concept of light being a wave. Nanonood ka ng stream? Hoy! Yo, what the heck?
Bakit hindi ko nag-stream? Hello? Bakit hindi ka nag-stream? Hindi ka nag-stream. Why? What? Why? Okay. Bakit nag-message si Ferko?
Hindi. Inano ko yung profile picture. Shit,
Palit
naman
ka
ang
na?
dami. Physics. Pagkatapos, biology pa. Tapos chemistry. Putang ina!
Una yung physics ngayon.
Ano?
Tapos sumunod yung M?
Ha?
Hindi, bio ata. Oo.
Malo?
Anong naunang topic ngayon sa SCI? Di ba physics? Light?
Geology. Sa amin.
Ano?
Geology.
Oo pala. Tapos sumunod,
Physics.
physics.
Sa amin.
Oo,
Tapos
oo.
bio. Tapos
Team
chem.
lang tayo eh. Bio tas chem.
Ang ina. Photo. Ang ingay pa. Nakaka-busy. Gusto ko magmasok.
Properties of gas. Ganun din ba sa inyo?
Oo, sa chemistry, properties of gas yung mga law.
Oo. Oo. Kaya mo yan.
Ang dami kong iniisip. May TLE pa. May
Galaro. Dito na ka.
English. Math. CL. Math. Bullshit.
Dito na ako. Dito na.
Right of space.
Rinig pa ako. Rinig mo ba? Hello?
Gulong-gulo na ako, Lord.
Rinig ba ako?
Hmm.
Okay. Ikaw invite.
Naul.
Ilalaro kami dyan.
Diyan ka lang. Maglaro ka.
Oo nga. Dito lang ako.
Okay.
Para maka-review ka. Dito lang ako.
Pagalitan mo ako pag magpo-phone ako.
Ano, no?
Pag magpo-phone ako. Putang ina mo na yun.
Ah. Rinig ba ako? Hello? Rinig ako. Yeah. May net.
Hmm?
Wala. Hello? Hello? Rinig ako. Hello?
Attractive na ba ako? Kasi kaya kong ganito yung ballpen ko.
Oo. Parang si CF. Yan si CF eh.
Madali kasi ito eh. Madali. Manipis.
Gaga.
So, ang wave particle duality theory that describes light and matter. Wave particle duality is a theory that describes light and matter, showing both characteristics of a particle with mass, and a wave that carries energy. So a theory that describes light and matter theory that describes light and matter, showing that showing both of the characteristics of a light, the of a particle with mass in a wave that carries. So wave particle duality is a theory that says light and matter, showing both the characteristics. So yung light and matter, nasabi na they show both the characteristics of a particle with mass and a wave with energy that carries energy. So again, it is a theory that says light and matter shows both characteristics of wave of particle with mass and wave that carries energy. So photon, yun yung light conceived by Einstein. So electromagnetic waves are light as a wave. Create waves that are created as a result of vibrations between an electric and magnetic field. Electric field and magnetic field. So these are the light waves produced by the vibrations between the electric field and magnetic field. Light as a wave. So electromagnetic spectrum is a complete spectrum of all forms of light. Complete spectrum of all forms of light. So waves have the property of speed, frequency, and wavelength. SF, X, Y. SF, speed, frequency, and wavelength. S equals frequency times wavelength. So wave particle duality is a theory that proposes light and matter, shows both characteristics of a particle that has mass and wave that carries energy. Photon is a light particle conceived by Einstein. Electromagnetic spectrum is light as a wave. It is a spectrum or a continuum that includes all forms of light. Wavelength has a property of speed equals force times wavelength, or speed, frequency times wavelength. So all light waves travel with the speed of 3 times 10 meters squared to the power of 8. No, 3 times 10 to the power of 8 meters squared. Frequency, number of repetition, wavelength din yung distance in line. Frequency, wavelength. So what is wave particle duality again? Wave particle duality is a theory that proposes light and matter share both characteristics of particle as of particle that carries mass and wave that carries energy. Photon is a light particle conceived by Einstein. Electromagnetic theory is a wave, is light as a wave. It is It is a spectrum or continuum that includes all forms of light. Speed has the property of no speed. No, wave has the property of speed equals frequency times wavelength. So the speed of light, all speed of light travel the same speed, which is 3 times 10 to the power of 8 meters squared. No, meter per second. Frequency is the number of repetition, while the wavelength is the distance between the line. Ooh, I'm a scientist, bro. So, andyan ka pa ba? So, who are the scientists again who has shared their theory of light? The first one is Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton says that light is a particle. He says the light is a particle. He thought that light is a particle because of the periphery of shadows. Periphery and shadows. While Grimaldi and Huygens contradicted Newton, they said that light is a wave. According to Francisco Maria Grimaldi, he is the one who discovered the phenomenon of light diffraction and then thought that it shares the same behavior as the wave. While Christian Huygens is a Dutch physicist who in 1678 discovered the wave theory of light and later on announced the Huygens principle. Next one is Fresnel and Young. They said light is unequivocally a wave. According to Augustine John Fresnel, light has an extremely short wavelength but a mathematically proved light interference. According to James Clerk Maxwell, light is a wave, an electromagnetic wave. James Clerk Maxwell is a Scottish physicist who predicted the existence of electromagnetic wave. Out of his prediction came the concept of light being a wave, or specifically an electromagnetic wave. He is the father of electromagnetic theory. Albert Einstein said that light is a particle. Light is also a particle. He said that light is a particle. He revived that theory long ago after it was put down the drain during the 19th century. Light is both a wave and a particle because he believed that light is a particle, which is a photon, since photon is a light. Photon is a light conceived by Einstein, and a flow of photon is a wave. So wave-particle duality is a theory that supposes light and matter shares both characteristics of of a particle that carries mass and a wave that carries energy. Photon is a particle conceived by Einstein. Electromagnetic wave is light as a wave. It is the spectrum or continuum of all forms of light. Electromagnetic wave. Okay, and then wave has the property of speed equals frequency times wavelength. Okay, so all light travels the speed of 3 times 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Frequency is the number of repetition, while the wavelength is the distance between the line. So all parts of electromagnetic spectrum travel at the same speed. However, wavelength and frequency have an indirect relationship.
Yes. Wala akong medkit. Wala akong medkit. No. Wala akong medkit.
So, wavelength and frequency, they have an indirect relationship.
Wala akong
So, if ang wavelength is short, ang frequency is high.
Hindi, walang
If the
walang
frequency is high, the wavelength is short. If the frequency is low, the wavelength is long. If the wavelength is long, the frequency is low. So electromagnetic waves and energy naman have a direct relationship. So if there's high frequency, there's high energy.
Yeah,
High frequency, low energy, low
I
frequency.
know.
Again, wavelength and frequency have an indirect relationship. Short wavelength,
Lag. Wait.
low, high frequency. Short wavelength, high frequency, short wavelength, long wavelength, low frequency, long wavelength. So different electromagnetic spectrum. Uy, alam mo ba? Naglalaro ka ba? Oh my God! Oh my God! Mulay siya!
Ano?
Nag-chat si Fuego.
Wait lang. Wait, siya. Ano?
Nag-chat si Fuego!
Mahina yung audio.
Nag-chat si Fuego. Kaka-online niya lang.
Ano sabi niya?
Yun, kaka-online niya lang. Hello, ang baho mo na.
Yes, wait lang. Ano?
Hello, ang baho mo na.
Hindi kita marinig.
Obo. Hello, ang baho mo na.
Oo. Hello, wait lang. Ano dyan? Isa pa. Ano sinabi ni Fego?
Inom. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Wala, mahina yung audio.
Hello?
Mahina.
Wala akong pake.
Gago. Hello? Salita ka nga.
May pake. Naririnig?
Oh, yan.
Mamaya, nag-aaral ako.
Oh, sige.
Anong nilalaro niyo ni Ron? Fucking shit. What the
Ano?
hell?
Dead by Daylight. DVD.
Oh, ano yan?
Basta laro.
Sa PC?
Hindi. Grabe ka, may PC ba ako?
Laptop?
Wala.
Sa tatay.
Phone.
Ayaw ko na mag-aaral. Radio waves. Saan kaya si Kitty?